That was quick. I finally remembered my camera without you guys, or my microphone without you having to yell at me. If only I can figure out what happened to my camera. It's doing this weird flicker on off thing. What is going on with you, camera? How about now? Are you happy now, camera? It's alright, you guys can see the important one. Let me try this again. I have the worst luck with cameras. Thankfully, only YouTube people will see this. Oh, and whatever 15 people or so we're in now. Video capture device, add source. I have to rebuild this thing over and over again. It's doing this weird little flicker. The lights on it. It's very odd. Very odd indeed. Let me just try this something else here. Which bug is yours, E-Hondas? You guys need proof? He's down there. Magnus and I plan, tomorrow the family comes into town and Maxine is home with me. So that'll be tomorrow. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm having some camera issues. What is going on there? Oh wait, I think I know what may be wrong. 1 second. Alright. It's more zoomed. I had to switch over to the other camera again. So many problems. What shirt am I wearing today? Oh, a Unite shirt. Good. Alright. Now I think I'm ready to get started. Let me look at stuff here. Yes, premature raffling. It's quite embarrassing for them. Hey, Skeggy. It's a good thing you're late to the show, because I just got my camera working and have been pretty much ignoring you guys. Oh, we got some more exciting stuff in here today. Oh, we got a couple of different things. We got Heraldry Tabard Plate and Heavy Plate. Hey, thank you, Lancermain. Let's start off with the Heavy Plate Pattern Pack. Heavy Plate Pattern Pack. Opening giveaway, go! And let's see, Prison Bound, Corsevius, U-235 Sentinel, Scan 4, and Cleo Dude. How's the order in which you guys came in? And I've got forgot to change the air filter. For some reason, it just started making a bunch of noise outside my office. That's where like the air intake is. Whoa. Christ Ballad, yeah, I should be patched up on QA here. I was actually going to switch over to QA so I could go try out some of that stuff. Let's see. Vlad, I can definitely come help you out. Let me teleport over to you. Got one request here in Deco Town, Mount Madeir. I'm going to go take care of it real quick, and then I'm going to go over to QA and I'll try out some QA stuff. Yeah, we had some issues. Glad you guys are actually playing QA. Wait a minute. Why am I in the middle of a table? Vlad, you want me to flip your lot so it's facing the other way? Oh, he has to come back as that smart. Alright, well, I'll wait around here for you then. No huge rush. But yeah, so we had a couple of bugs come up with the terrain scaling stuff that we didn't catch because we don't have a good data set on our dev branch. We need to move over stuff from like live over to our dev branch so we have good sample stuff. But there's some objects that have been scaled at the root level that you guys probably saw if you had any objects that like exploded to be giant or shrank to be tiny. We didn't catch that there's I think one and only was just setting the scale at the root level, and if it already had a scale, it'd blow that away and stomp it. So, but he's got that fixed now. That'll be in tomorrow's patch. Tomorrow we're also turning on the IL2 CPP, which is the native code generation for the Windows version only. But it generates, rather than doing it at runtime and generating native at runtime, it's actually generating native ahead of time. And that gives it more options. It can spend more time optimizing. So we're going to give that a try. Let's see if I can get as smart over here. Sorry, Vlad, I'm hurrying you up a little. I summoned you. But anyways, that'll go live tomorrow for the PC version. I've tried it locally on some builds, and it wasn't a complete dumpster fire. I didn't see any problems with it. It seemed to run, 10% or more faster. Removed a lot of the hitching that was problematic for a lot of players. If you're out there right now and a Mac user or a Linux user and screaming, why? Hold on. Of course, I don't know why I bothered doing that. Front is away from the cliff. Okay, that's what I thought. Hold on, let me get this lot placed real quick. I wonder if he wants that tree or wants me to stomp it. I think I can get it over here a little bit. Maybe get a little better view for him. It didn't work, did it? Dang it. Hold on. It's not there, right? Do. Rookie mistakes. I know. Okay. Oh, no, it did work. Hold on, let me see if I can get this a little better for him. Where's that tree still there? Oh, well, the tree is there until he claims it, I guess. And then it'll wipe the tree. Okay. Do. Alright, there you go. Enjoy, Vlad. Let's see. What have I missed over here? Because Mac and Linux build gets screwed up enough already. No, well that's true. But the other reason is to build the native ones, you have to build on the native platform. So we've got to set up some, assuming the PC version goes well, in R65, well, we can investigate setting up native builds for Mac and Linux and get those guys in. Hold on, as you guys know, I'm doing this in the middle of my work day. Dun. Alright, now I'm ready. Yes, go for it, Vlad. Is there not a lot over here? Okay, there's the other lot. Oh yeah, I could have moved them over even further. Could have got them out from behind those trees. I'm going to. Hold on, Vlad. I'm trying to get you a better location here. Here we go. Just like that. There you go. Now it's perfect. Perfect. Oh, so I guess his view is actually of the valley below down there. It's got nice looking mountains over there. Let's see. I'm sure you guys are piling onto my questions list as I sit here. But I think I can go ahead and go over to QA and try some stuff out. Scoffer, yes, come claim a lot. Get them while they're hot. Actually, get them while they exist. Probably a little more accurate. So a lot of these have been shaping up nicely here. I'm not going to do too much time again on Mount Medir and the Deco contest stuff because I've been covering it last few days. But things are coming together. Also, I'm fixing that LOD problem on that boat just because it annoys me. I haven't found it yet, but I'm going to fix it. Oh, I will fix it. I will. My boat's not allowed to look that bad. Look at that. And that's because the boat is divided up into two chunks, like the outside and the inside. And the inside culls at a distance because you can't really see the inside. But the problem is, without that there, the outside of the boat, the shader for it's set to single-sided, which means that it culls all the back face stuff. So when I pull out the inside, you can now just see through it, and it culls. You know, the polys on the other side don't stop it because they're facing the wrong way. Oh, and I'm behind again here. Again, Legion of Myth, thank you as always for your amazing raid. And Viper Mortal, thank you again for your amazing consistency. But let's go do one quick check, and then I'm going to go load up QA. Go try out some of that deco scaling. Doot. Let's see how it looks so far. For those who don't know, yeah, see, we got tons of stuff left. There's, looks like there's 64 guys in there. And, or 74. Although, actually, it's 74 minus those guys. 69. 69, dude. Oh. Apparently a little space I missed over here. Right now, I think we have enough. We'll see. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, where is this? These little tucked away nooks and crannies. Hold on, I'm gonna slew and see where this is. Yep. Oh yeah, I think I kind of knew about this one. Yeah, there's... It's kind of the valley down below there, so yeah, I think I did know about this one. I'll definitely fill this one in if I start getting low. I guess I could throw down a few lots there just as alternatives to people who don't want to be in that back valley. Hey, Dulane, thank you for the raid. 15 viewers. Wow, getting on up there. So today I'm going to answer some questions. We already have a raffle going on, which I'll pull here in a little while. I don't think you guys liked my stream special yesterday. I'm going to give it one more try here. Again, just trying out different stuff. But you guys, I don't think you guys like it. You didn't like this. I'm not sure, but I don't know that anyone bought any of those things. I can go look here in a little while and see, but... You don't like my stream special? We'll do that again just for today, and we'll see. I'll probably trash it tomorrow unless magically people start jumping at it. Let's see. Yep, come on down. Oh. Let me add a couple more names to the list, and then we can head on over. Hey, Merrick. Already got Callie on there. Alright. Yeah, and there's 16 people who have paid, but I'm not sure they've claimed yet. I'll have to go verify that. I'll go teleport around and stuff. Hey, Frogtown hero. Oh, and because we're doing the whole serious lockdown thing, I've kind of got most of the stuff I'm going to get done. So I got the taming stuff. Again, I got about a 20 to 25% boost on most of the damage for different creatures. It's not across the board. The wyverns actually have a cool... Hey, Wizard 832, thank you very much. I guess that shouldn't surprise me that there's 831 other wizards. But the wyvern got both the damage boost and he got... His poison was upgraded a little bit, so his poison is both decent for PvE and PvP. It does every hit, not only does the little dot that it already had, but it also applies a negative 10 strength debuff. With the theory of it being that the poison weakens you. And that'll stack up to 3 times. And so it can be up to minus 30 strength on a target. And then the other thing it does is it drains, and this is more for the PvP people, but it drains focus, 20 to 40-ish focus. Still working on, speaking of focus, still working on a good plan for how to address the Shield of Air, doing a little bit of balance work with it without crippling it or doing anything. And again, I think this stuff I talked about yesterday is probably the direction it'll head, where not nerf it in terms of like reducing the numbers on it, but make it so when you have a Shield of Air up, you don't regenerate focus. So basically, if you get beat down, you say beat down rather than healing. You know, your focus regens, and you know some of those guys get their focus regen up to crazy amounts, and then they're basically healing 100 hit points a second plus. Makes them really hard to kill in PvP or PvE. So I've seen those guys tank like Gorok and just stand there and get hit. Alright, so I think I'm done over here, unless anybody's got anything I need to look at real quick. I guess I can do a super quick fly through. Still got some action going on over here. Oh, no decos yet. We got no decos there. We got no decos. Oh, you know what? Decos don't load until I'm actually physically close to it. Dev bug. Yeah, decos for buildings don't load until you get within a certain distance of them. And we're kind of bad about sometimes we use the character controller to figure out your distance from things, and sometimes we use the camera controller. And the slew basically detaches the camera and flies it over, and then when you hit out, escape, it pulls the character controller. So yeah, so it doesn't load stuff. But it's probably best that it doesn't load stuff with just my camera flying around, because it'd be a lot of, like, crazy fast loading as I zoom around at 100 miles an hour. Alright, so these are getting some decos done on them here. Cool. Neat, neat, neat. Well, that's kind of creepy. Oh, it even has movement. That's good. And I know we got at least a couple entries to the decorate your house without spending any money, basically using only crafted stuff, store-bought or merchant-bought stuff that you can buy for gold, or stuff you steal from the world. The one exception I'm making for that, just because it kind of feels like you need to brand your own house anyways, and there's not that many items, but you can hang up heraldry. I know that heraldry is technically something you pay for, but if you want to put heraldry up on your free lot so that you can brand it, I think we can live with that exception. Alright, let's see. Let me get my questions open here. And then let me get my QA version going. Let me answer a few questions while I get the QA version going. Kathy888. When will the sideways bug be fixed? You're facing sideways after getting stunned. Thank you very much, Brighton Rock, for the follow. That is why I'm here, is get the follows. Expose more people to the game. You're facing sideways after getting stunned. So I've put that on one and only, and he's tried to reproduce it a number of times, and of course he said he couldn't reproduce it, and I tried to reproduce it, and I couldn't reproduce it. So there's some missing element. Everybody says it's like, oh, it's super easy, but it's not super easy in our testing, so we're trying to figure out what is going on. That's the special part of that we're not hearing about. But we will keep looking at it. Yeah, Bunny Plus, that's exactly what I tried. They say I tend to get stuck sideways when I'm hit while gathering, and that's what we've used as our repro case, is basically go and gather stuff. Like, I'll summon a creature and then I'll go try and gather stuff, and then get hit. It knocks me out of the thing, but then I'm totally fine. Happens all the time to me. Good place to repro is the Resolute Sewers. Alright, well, you know what? Instead of doing that, because this is one of those like critical bugs, instead of jumping over to QA, because I know most of you guys are on QA, at least quite a few of you, because you're reporting a ton of bugs, which is awesome. I'm going to go to Resolute Sewers and see if I can find this case they're talking about. That will not do anything. Yeah, and see, Colin Fawn, I've never seen this bug. Yeah, that's... we know it's a real bug, and there's something, that it has to be happening. We have too many people saying it's not happening, or saying it is happening, but then every time we've tried to reproduce it, no, can't do it. Not even close. Going old school here. Hey, Emma Ninami. Thank you very much for the follow. Where do I gather stuff around here? Where are these little spiders? Let me try just flying around, see if I can find some spiders. You're not a spider, you're a relic hunter. I've never actually been in these sewers before. I think these are one of the only sewers I didn't make, so I don't know my way around them at all. Neat. Maybe that's the spider room. Of course, anytime I look at dungeons now, I'm like, oh, what? Maybe I could pull this in to be a player-owned dungeon. There's a skeleton mage. Here, little spiders. Let's see. In case you're actually new, I am a dev on Shroud of the Avatar. I try to get on. I work a crazy, weird schedule just because I'm a morning person. I know, crazy. Good thing I'm in God mode. But I get up stupidly early and get my work done early in the morning, and then I stream in the afternoons. It's been super useful to get feedback from you guys, and like now trying to identify where these spiders are so I can repro bug. I don't want to kill you. Come on, spiders. Yeah, there's somebody in game that can whisper me and I'll summon you. Can you show me where it is? I'm a noob here. So is it possibly a gender bug? Guys, I don't want to kill you. Alright. Hold on. Wait for it. These guys are a little tougher than I thought. These are probably like tier 5 or something. Tier 4. Toilets. Didn't I just kill you guys? Alright, my guide is coming to show me. But yeah, we have had some gender bugs. That would be interesting. I've had it, female archer. Have any males had it? Not in real life, in game. Male in game. I don't care what you are in real life. Female archer gets it, but not her female. What? Okay, so this is sounding like this may be a gender bug, which is we've had a number of those over the years. We've got to have different character controllers. Do. All right. Well, one and only, are you even watching? Are you watching the stream today? I gotta message him. Let me in. So I just gave Justin the news on that. That's good. Again, we both. This is not like we don't. Believe it or not, we don't just ignore your bugs when we hear about serious bugs like that. That was actually a critical bug last release, but Justin and I both tried to reproduce it, and we had zero luck. Well, Synthetic, are you male or female? Let me see if I can change into a female real quick. Hold on, I might be able to do it. Ooh, okay, I think I can do it. Rename. Let's see if I can get this right. Rename. Player. Oh. Alright, so now maybe if I zone to Atos, see if I come in a female. I might have to log out and then back in. We'll see. Burning Toad says I have to relog. Alright. Apparently this gender switching is a little harder than I thought. Let me exit out. And Synthetic 9, you're still welcome to come help. I'll always take. I mean, I'll take anybody if you want to jump on the stream if I'm not actively doing something. Let's see. Let me log all the way out. What? Resume. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah! Questions are piling up. Are you in here, Synthetic? Don't make me kill you, skeleton. Of course I'm gonna kill all the skeletons. Probably need to be looting stuff to get the key to get where I need to go. Well, if I didn't have the ability to cheat. Is there a map in here? Wah, wah, wah. Maxine likes doing the sad trombone. Who's shooting me? Oh, it's traps. Duh. I would so die if I were a real player. Be like dead all the time. Do. Synthetic 9 chat com. Oh, I'm not on QA. Sorry, I'm on. I was on live, but I can get on QA right now. I'll have to change my sex again. Search here to find book. Really? There's a book around here. Oh, what? General. It's pretty high ranking. Do. Yep. Anyways, while I wait a minute here and stall for a minute to try and reproduce this bug here in a second. Hold on, now I'm reading. For those who don't know, I'm Chris. I'm Atos in-game, developer on Shroud of the Avatar. The game that you're looking at here, which, again, I'm primarily doing the stream to increase the audience size, but the other thing I found is the nice side effect is I get a lot of players in here, probably because you guys are all at work and this is better than working. Let's see. Invited to party, but I'm here. I'm just gonna summon you. You want me to summon you, right? Hey, Brighton Rock 100 bits. But I found the side effect is that you guys demonstrate a lot of bugs, ask a lot of good questions, and I can make fixes a lot of times, just on the spot sometimes. Other times I make a Jira form to try and fix them later. But again, yesterday you guys, there are 2 or 3 fixes that or changes that went in yesterday that were direct feedback from the live stream. So, corpse wax. Alright, well, he's in zone somewhere. Oh god. I put an extra number in there, didn't I? Slew. Let's do 20. I think I did slew 500 rather than 50. Oh, that's right. You're not invincible like me. I forgot about that stuff. How about if I fix that today? Oh, it's the spiders. Okay, down here. Don't kill my spiders, buddy. Do. Come on, spiders. Killed my spiders. Don't you know I'm here for the spiders? Oh, they die easy. Yes, spiders, come with me. Follow me, spiders. I've got to find some stuff. These don't let you harvest them. Let's just break open. Do. Oh, good idea. I can skin a spider. Let me kill one of these guys. Oh, I gotta get out of God mode. Apply buff. Atos. Health. Here we go. God mode. False. There we go. Nope, don't kill. Put it away. Stop it. Can we leave these guys away a little bit? Nope. Nope. I'm gonna do the thing I hate doing on the stream, which is use night vision. Wait a minute, am I stuck sideways now? Kind of looks like I'm stuck sideways. Alright, so guys, you have done it. That is the cause, as you guys had seen. Yep. Repro on female only. Just did it first try. There we go. Let me zone to myself. I'm sure that'll fix it. Alright, well there you go, guys. You just had another one that getting you guys all in a room so you can tell me stuff and yell at me about stuff has paid off. Again, stream for the win! Oh, my party member left. A lot of spiders down here. Alright, well, cool. I'm glad we figured that out. You guys figured that out. And I was here to receive the news and be able to verify it. Well, I remember this one. This is the one Sanyo worked on. Likes his puzzles. Follow the pipe. Use that one. You gotta turn that one too. Wait, that one turned left. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. There you go. They're both left. Now it's gonna do a thing, right? Oh, that goes into the ceiling. Alright, I'm not gonna look at it. Yes, you guys just reminded me. Gotta get more female devs? More than 0? You don't think 0 female devs is enough? List plays as a female. I'm surprised he isn't. He didn't identify that. Travis, that is. Well, you know what? I'm a female now. It'll make a good story as to why I'm female. I'll just leave myself female for a while. Yeah, there's a puzzle here. They've demoed it to me before, but I don't know what the secrets are. I put a lot of thought into it. That's all I remember. Let's see. All right, well, let me, now that I got that figured out. Okay, now I'm going to go to QA. And you guys made me female. So you can mirror that on next stream too. But yeah, I bet now that we have that bit of information, because the reason we hadn't fixed it is because Justin and I both tried to repro it extensively with zero luck whatsoever. I'm not aware of anything I need you to test right now. I want to go over and test.qa and try out the deco scaling. See how that stuff works. So let me go try that. I'm going to log, give me a minute here. And make sure I'm pointing at the right server. That may have been secret. You maybe weren't supposed to see that, but whatever. I don't think it was secret. I think you guys just don't have that button. It's like a little dev button. Oh, and you guys can't even see what I'm talking about, so therefore, never mind. Alright, well, let me quit out of this one. And let me point my GM live. Let me make a QA live. Window capture. Oh, wait, no, I think that's not what I want. I think I want something else. I think I want, is it game capture? Game capture? Capture specific window. There we go. Yeah, okay, hold on. You know what? I bet I've been doing the wrong capture mode on everything up until now. Doot, 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 doot. Let me close out. I think I did close out the other build. Alright, well, while I wait a second here, you guys are updating questions. Let's see. Sean Butts, can we get a search on the key bindings page? Oh god, I wish. I honestly, rather than have a search on there, I just want to like scrap that whole thing and come up with a better system would be my preference. No secret, but I'm not a fan of a lot of the UI stuff. Just in terms of a lot of it evolved rather than being planned from the start. But again, that's one of the challenges we have with a game that evolves every single release. But yeah, I'm with you on that. It's no bueno. Where's my pirate ship? Oh, there it is. So this is on QA, but of course all this stuff is still here. Set game time. Hold on. Set weather. Weather override clear. Oh, what? Set. Alright. Now all I need are some decos. Doot, 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 doot. Let me come over here. I'll have to buy some decos. Tabletop statue. That sounds great. By the way, if you're on QA and want to send me a whisper, I will pimp you out. I will give you, you know, thousands of crowns and gold if you want to go buy stuff and test it for us. I'll buy a bird cage. Alright, let's see. Oh, it just bugged it. Oh, man. I'm silly. Hold on, I'm going to buy something bigger. I want to be able to tell when it changes scale. Right there. Wheel of Pain. That sounds good. Wheel of Pain. I'll buy a couple of them. There we go. 3 of them. Hopefully I got room. What are the keys to scale? Oh. You know what? I still haven't done the raffle, have I? Is it V? No, that's the other. X or C, okay. Why is it not working for me? Alt-Z. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I got it. So what do you guys think? Is that small enough increments? Let me do the thing. That's like the smallest one. The biggest one. Yeah, it looks roughly 40%. Actually, I guess it's a little more than 40%, but I think so too. It'll let you guys do your, like you can now do things like be even more creative with your decoing, because you can do things like, hey, before I've seen like stacked boxes. Now you can actually have stacked boxes that are like big, slightly smaller, slightly smaller, slightly smaller, slightly smaller, all the way up. A cooking pot. Oh, not a player-owned town. I was like, how do I make a cooking pot? Are we going to have like a restaurant competition? Extreme Chef. Atos' Iron Chef. What's that thing down there? Hold on. Got an error, and we're kind of in the time where we should pay attention to that. Oh, a web reward. Okay, let me zone over to people. But yeah, there's all these, so many different times where it's like it would have been useful to have it. And it's one of those things where I wish we'd done it a long time ago. But again, this isn't yet another one of those things that I was on the stream with you guys, and I wonder where they are. I'm trying to zone to them, and somebody said something. I don't even remember if you said it or if I riffed off what you said. But that's kind of where a lot of this stuff goes, is you guys make suggestions that are good but maybe not quite what we need. Let me verify. Yes, this is QA. Okay. Let me trade. Have some... What do I have? Do I have crowns? Where are my crowns? Here you go. Have 95,000 crowns. Oh, that's right. It'll only let you give a stack of 32. Super lame. There you go. Have 64. Enjoy. Go buy some stuff. See if you can find something with broken scaling. So again, we know there's at least 2 bugs that we are aware of. One was there were some issues with scaling objects on top of objects. The other was the root scale value. If it had been changed, it wasn't 1. Almost everything in the game was 1, but we've already found some objects that were not 1. So that's why we've had some people log in and say, my decos are ginormous. Or my decos vanished. And they didn't really vanish, they're just there and like on a microscopic level. So Colin Fawn, what happens to scaling bookshelf filled with books? That's a great question. So that is one of those, I guess I can go test on that. Uh-oh. I need rescuing. I want to save them. I'll resist. I'll just load level back to my pirate ship and do a little more deco testing. Yeah, what should happen is all the books should shrink too, but then that brings up the thing of like, okay, well, if I put a book that's scaled down by 20%, and I put it on a bookshelf, and I scale the bookshelf down by 20%, and that bookshelf is sitting on a rug, and I scale it down by 20%, then you get into the weird area. So yeah, you could scale an object, put it on a bookshelf. If we have it scaled down, then now you can scale down stuff infinitely. Again, that thing I described a little while ago, boxes scaling down by boxes, scaling down by boxes, scaling down. You could have... hold on. Flashing shaders on some magic dye. Yes, that is... Benquin just pointed out flashing shaders. Yes, that is... One and Only is working on that now. Let's see. But anyway, so yeah, you could have the whole 20% smaller stacked on 20% smaller stacked on 20% smaller stacked on 20% smaller thing. That is a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, we're just going to... preventing scaling on stacked items was the actual plan for things. 1 second. It's fun watching Richard type because I sit there and type while looking at the thing. He never learned how to touch type. So Richard, Mr. Programmed multiple computer games completely by himself. Super tech savvy, never learned how to touch type, and he 2 fingers it and looks at his keyboard so he can't see what he's doing. Where's Mojito? I'll update the Mojito cam for you. There he is. Alright, Scan4 is on the ball. So is Vipier. Oh, and I'm behind again. Did I say Brighton Rock? Did I say... Let's see. Brighton Rock, thank you for the 100 bits. Graham Wormsbane, thank you for the 100 bits. Vipier Mortal, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm horrible. We're like an hour into my show, and I haven't done my first drawing yet. I gotta get back to setting the timer. For your benefit. So, if you haven't raffled, you got like 5 seconds to raffle. Raffle it. Quack, quack, quack. Raffle, raffle, raffle. And... go. You guys were already in there. This is for the Heavy Plate Pattern Pack. You guys ready? Bam. Lancel, yes! Yeah! Finally got the bugs out of it, so it picks all the people I want now. Only get a prize if you give 100 bits at the start of the show. Good job, Lancel. That's not true, by the way. Oh, I'm confused. This will not work. I can't send you an item. I'm on QA. You probably don't want the item on QA. Let's see. Well, I think I'm going to go back over to live just so I can start shipping some of that stuff out. So I got the heavy plate pattern to you, or pack to you. Let me go back over to live here. Performance seems to be pretty good. Again, we got a few more things in. This build has the consider I'm in town and on a crappy video card on a somewhat crappy PC. Let's settings up the highest. Oh nope, not even on the highest here. Let's see. Best. In the mist. That actually feels better. Woo. Alright, well I think I'm going to head back over to live. Actually, I can leave this one running and just start another live in the background there. That's always great for performance. Pro tip. Always run 2 copies of the game at the same time. Let me find the other one. Hold on. Hold on, I know I'm even more scattered brained than normal today. Let's see if I've got game capture off. Video capture? That's me. Oh, GM Live? That's not supposed to be GM Live. Oh, there we go. Now it's GM Live. Magic. Exactly how I planned it. Let me make sure I got my... No, not that. There we go. Now I can send out some prizes. Oh, and let me get the next prize round going there. And get your prize free Lancel. Let's see, a few more things that you guys should probably know is, yes, I did get the Deep Ravenswood update done. I had mentioned to you guys before, I did not get as much done on as I want to. I did not get to add an area and add a boss fight there. I did add, I kind of aimed it for, like, you know, people kind of in their 50s to 80s. But the whole scene should be much denser spawns, roughly twice as many spawns that'll show up in the scene of the same type of creatures that were there, but it feels a lot more full than it did before. The other change that's going to help a lot with that scene is the change that Lord Subtleton made so that things don't wait for their corpses to vanish before they respawn, before their timer starts to respawn. So pretty quick after you kill things, they'll actually start respawning again. The area where I made some bigger changes was up on the hill in the middle, for anyone who's been to Deep Ravenswood and knows it pretty well. Oh, let me start the raffle. Hold on. we're gonna do the heraldry tabard plate armor set this time. Now you can go. And Prison Bound, Tree Walk, Famines, Vipere Mortal, Rufus. You guys are the top 5 there. Good job. Good job. Oh, back to Deep Ravenswood. So there's that rocky outcrop in the middle that had undead on it before. It still has undead there. I tried not to change it too much because, again, this is one of those scenes where like people have a lot of fond memories of it. I didn't want to go and do like a complete redo of it like I did with some of the other scenes I tackled. Oh, hold on. Okay. Just verifying with Justin that was the fix he put in for the scaling. And yes, it is the fix. You can't scale an object if another object is sitting on it, so you gotta scale it when you place it the first time. So you can't scale down an object and do the, Russian doll thing or something. But anyways, I didn't want to change Deep Ravenswood too much because it's more than most any other scene in the game. It's one of those where there's a lot of people who've spent a lot of hours in there, hundreds of hours in there, and I know you guys don't like complete redos of stuff unless it really was bad before. Deep Ravensmoor had some problems, but it wasn't horrible. It just wasn't, it was kind of old school Spawn style. But anyway, so I left, everything's pretty much the same. I just added more of the same. But up on the hill there were some major problems with it. It had some undeads that were set up, so they had like maybe 10 spots I could spawn at, and like 5 of them would spawn. But each one of these sets of those spawners were spawning like a skeleton pack and a skeleton pack and lich pack and a skeleton pack and a skeleton pack. Each one of those had like 1 or 2 spawn points that was just like way off in BFE. So from playing it got empty really quick. Well, quicker than it should, because like frequently, if there's 5 that'll be spawned at any time out of a set of 10. But if it spawns one on the other side of that cliff, you never see it and you never go kill it. So really your spawn counts down to 4, and that could happen like to 2 different ones eventually. And then it's like the spawn rate really starts dropping, even though it's not apparent to you guys. So what I did is I did pull some more of those external spawns in closer to the middle area, so that they're all pretty much visible. If you just do a run around that little ruins outcropping thing, all of them should be visible and killable. I also decreased the spawn rate. I didn't increase the spawn count up there. I thought it'd be better to have just constant going, constant guys coming at you. The other thing I did was I added in a couple of rare higher level spawns. So about 1 in 50 liches that spawn will be a tier 10, I think. Tier 10 lich. And then 1 in about 100 of the liches up there that spawns will be a new little mini boss. Nothing too special. It's a weak mini boss. He's basically like a tier 10 guy, so in the neighborhood of a 3,000 hit points or something. So it's not going to slaughter everybody up there instantly, like if I'd summon like a tier 20 troll or something. But he does also have the benefit, he's a rare spawn, he does have the benefit that 20% of the time he'll drop an artifact that is one of 2 new artifacts that he has. So anyways, some new arties up there. I tried to make these a little better in terms of they have positive stuff, no negative stuff. Should be enchantable. Actually, one of them's just kind of a little bit silly, but one of them's pretty good. And actually, one of them, that's the one that's pretty good, is kind of inspired by a question that was asked yesterday, I think. Let's see. Merrick, you will... Well, as long as you don't move around. Again, that's kind of the problem, is there's always a good run between stuff in Deep Ravenswood. Spry one. No, it is not a taming artifact. Close. I thought about doing a taming artifact. One of them is a crafting artifact. And the other one is a ring. Has some theme related to stuff we've talked about on here before. Oh, looks like I'm going to Resolute. All right, let me answer some questions here. Nice try, Spray. Maybe I'll sneak some in there for you. Let's see. Lichmeister. Could the Skeleton Footman, Lich Fighter, and Skeleton Mage... Oh, I'm tired. Summons look different from their more unnatural spawning counterparts. Lots of complaints about wasted arrows in areas like upper tiers. That is a good call. They probably should look... I thought they looked a little different, but yeah. They should have some very friendly looking thing about them. What does a friendly skeleton look like? Hold on. I am looking for my notes. There we go. Summoned skeletons should be more visually different. Can do. Zarn Magnuson X. Can you add an ability to search the recipe book? Yeah, that's one of those things that's been needed for a while. That comes up every now and then. Again, a lot of this is we're kind of caught in between the, us trying to do the whole immersion thing and reality modeling of like the pages, and then like still fighting with a good interface. This is a tough one to figure out what to do about, because again, it's immersion modeling, but again, feels very old school Ultima-ish, but feels very old school Ultima. Ultima didn't have as many recipes as we have. But yeah, I could see, putting something up here, up there, maybe up here at the top of the interface. They would just do what everything else does, where it filters it. Search for the recipe book. I'm gonna go ahead and make that one into a Jira too. That's long overdue. Uh-oh. Let's see. Graham Wormsbane, can you get the Resolute Spider Room for Player Dungeons? Yeah. I'm always, like I said, I'm always looking anytime I go to something. Hey, Sears Orin, thank you for the 100 bits. Anytime I go to a dungeon now, that's kind of one of the things I look at, and Resolute Sewers is one of those I haven't been to before. Resolute Sewers Spider Room for Dungeon Encounter Room. Good call. Oh, and that's another thing, because I'm kind of bouncing around on a bunch of different stuff. And I will try to give away the next raffle in 7 minutes. And then we'll start a raffle for a bigger item for the 4 o'clock raffle. But I didn't get in new dungeon rooms, but I did update. We'll add encounter versions for the Chillblains. The 3 rooms that are Chillblain rooms. Those now have an encounter version in them, so you guys can either swap them over. Same thing as last time. You can either pay some crowns to swap them over, or you can just go get the drops from there. I think those are pretty common drops. I made them the same rate. That actually reminds me, I think I probably just made them 100% drop rate. Probably need to go fix that, huh? Let me go fix that. I was going to say, I think I made them the same rate. No, you know what? I didn't check it, which means that it put it up there at 100% drop rate. Whoops. Hold on, I gotta go fix that. Challenge. Dungeon. Loot drop 1 challenge dungeon. Yep. 100% drop. You get not just one of them each time you killed something. You'd get one of each type every time you killed something. That would have been pretty nice for you guys. I'm glad I mentioned that on air. Let me go ahead and save that off and check that in. This is why I do the streams. Because odds of you guys reporting that on QA, pretty low. Not because you wouldn't report it if you found it, just because you probably wouldn't go to Chillblains. Fixed drop chance for blueprints. Alright, now I can get back to whatever I was not doing before. Alright. Fixed, that'll be in. And if you go to QA in tomorrow's build... No, I bet we haven't kicked off this build yet. Can't move black ice elemental statue once placed. Yes, so there's actually one of the bugs... let me get rid of this horrible night vision. One of the bugs that was just fixed was there's been some lingering error message spam that, of course, we don't ever see as devs, but you guys see some. We finally looked into it, and I think One and Only wrote an integration check for it. Or no, actually, I think it was Burning Toad did. He fixed an integration that was there. But anyways, we have some objects. If you're going to have objects that can scale, that you do scale and you're using for collision, you have to have them set as read write for the mesh import, which means nothing to you, but basically it means it keeps 2 copies of it. If you just have it as read, then you can't use it for that. But anyways, that's what I was doing. It was triggering an exception, and you'd place something down and you wouldn't be able to pick it up. Yeah, Mac just reported. Mac, I've seen that before, but very rarely. It is, and we don't know what it is. It's got to be an exception. Most likely some server exception that you guys won't even see in your logs, but I don't know what it is. Of course, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to tell you. Just tell me about something that's a buggy, exploity thing. Kill chicken. Yes. Let me get back to questions now. Oh, Devil Cult. No, I added them, and I was mentioning, by the way, those 3 rooms that are in there now have, one of them is a Kobold room, lower tier Kobold room, then one of them is lower tier Lich room, then one of them is kind of a little tougher Lich room. I think it's got like maybe 10 Liches in it that spawn by default. And but I added those all into the loot bundles for Chillblains, and then I set them to 100% drop rate. I fixed them. I just set that down to the same drop rate as the other ones. But anyways, those are pretty common, pretty easy drops. I think they may only drop in the final chest, though, so you may have to get to the end. I forget how I set those up. Solweger. All right, let me get to back to some questions. Make sure I'm not behind on anything for actual work stuff. Yeah, and also that reminds me, somebody was surprised to see me on today. I'm actually out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Good Friday, and most people don't really do anything, but Maxine School decided that was a good day to close. I guess because they don't get a day off for Easter, because it's on Sunday. So they take Good Friday instead. So Good Friday, I'm off Friday. As always, I'll be around. Never too far from the computer if any emergencies come up, but all the other guys got it. Hold on. Oh, it looks like Lord Settleton introduced a bug with the spawners with some exceptions causing, so as he says, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Both broken and not synced. But anyways, he's working on that. That's why we're doing QA extra early this time, and why we're paying attention really close to it, is we want this to be a really rock solid build. For those who didn't know, we're going to do some more user acquisition after this release goes out and after we do a patch or two, once we see how things are feeling. Take that. Oh yeah, you guys don't get to see this stuff. Virtue awarded. Courage, -7. I lost 7 virtue for killing that little watcher. It was rude. It came up and scanned me. Take my virtue. Questions. Oh, and let me do the, while I'm thinking about it, let me do the raffle, and then I'll throw up the last raffle for the day and go answer some more questions. Raffling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple of seconds of net lag. Couple of seconds of net lag. I don't know how much lag there is between me and you. And that's probably good. Oh, somebody got in right at the last second there. Oh, you guys can get on the next one right now. Lesney. Oh man, did Lesney, like, you snuck you the last one in. Well done, Lesney. Yeah, you're the last one to get into the raffle. Winner. Do. Hold on. Going someplace where I can send those things. Now I gotta figure out what's gonna be next. I'll see what else is on sale today. No! Set weather, you're not allowed to rain on my stream. Viper Mortal, thank you. Trying to see, up you're at number 6 right now. Yeah, we haven't seen Snugs for a few days. Uh-oh. Let me send some people some stuff real quick. I guess let me get up the next raffle and you guys can be fighting over that. So the thing on sale is town story or stone and timber. I don't like doing town stuff. I like doing village and row stuff. I don't see anything else too sexy there. Let's see. Adobe Village Home. A hollow log. That's an interesting one. Someone has. I hadn't seen that before. Someone has that as their house in the deco contest. Wait a minute. Is the observatory home open? What? What? Alright, I'm giving away one of those. I had no idea that thing would open up. Now it's open. Well, I know it's an observatory. I didn't know it opened, though. I'd only seen them closed. Let me go back up here to the on sale and buy that so I can send it to Lesney. I think I already got the other heavy plate. Lesney. Tabard. Bam. Alright, have you guys all entered now? Hold on, I gotta find Lancel. I need to send her stuff. Is it Lancel with 2 L's? What am I misspelling here? Yeah, 2 L's. Okay. Heavy. What? You get 6 of each pattern? That's crazy. I had no idea. Why would you get 6? Grats. You can make 6 sets of heavy plate mail to give to your friends. They make great party gifts. Alright, let's get to more questions here. I don't think I have anybody needing help right now. Question time. Let's see. John Marcus, why do stances, reckless stance, defensive stance not get additional bonuses when you charge skill? So that's something I can set per skill. I've looked at having them stack. But if I have them stacked, there's some things that we don't want to stack on them, like the movement speed stuff. Try to limit how fast I can go, and the Berserker stuff already has, or Berserk stuff already has the pretty high move buff on it. And there's some like attack speed stuff. So really just, I've looked at them before, and I would probably have to change at least something in them to make them, if I were going to make them stackable. Try to remember, there are some other good reasons, because this is actually something that's come up a number of times, and I've gone and started to change it and stopped halfway through each time. Zarn Magnuson X, was the taunt fix loaded to the QA server? It will be on tomorrow morning's build. I just checked in the one and only did some tech for me, and then I checked in the update to the taunt skill, so it'll be there. So the taunt skill was a good one to update you guys on. Previously, it would give 100 aggro. If you were level 1 with a 1 skill in taunt, it would give you 100 aggro. If you were level 100 with a 100 in taunt, it would give you 100 aggro. Not very cool, huh? So, the next version that will be in the build tomorrow morning is it gives you 50 base taunt, so everybody gets 50. Then it gives you 1 taunt per skill level you have. So if you have 100 skill level, you're up to 150. And then it gives you half of your adventure level. So if you're level 100, you get another 50. So you can get, right there you're looking at 200 aggro. So that's kind of the base level, so that'll scale up with you. And I think most people, like if you're higher level, like getting it to 80 is no problem at all. And you'll already be doing significantly better. Ehondis, Escape is the next one. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go update that right now. Escape basically is the opposite of taunt, for those who don't know. And it is to reduce aggro. Let me go fix that, since Ehondis was nice enough to remind me about it. If my Unity editor will start working again. Come on, Unity. Come on. Ugh. Hold on, let me close up I've got the QA client open in the background. Probably not helping my performance much. Escape. Check out. Okay, so previously, that looks like there's actually an error in the formula on it. Previously, it'd give you negative 100. So yes, it was the exact opposite of taunt. So, hey, guess what formula I'm going to use for this? How about 50 plus skill level plus character level adventure There you go. So thank you for the reminder. I will get that checked in next. But yes, escape will give a variable amount based on your skill level in it now. It used to be fixed. Now it's really fixed, as in not broken. Let me check that in before I forget about it. Make sure it gets in the build for tomorrow. Updating the aggro generation for escape. There we go. Good questions, guys. Let's see. Would I be willing to approve blazons today? Absolutely. I'm supposed to be doing it like every day or two. Not happening. I need to do better. Just yell at me when I forget about it. Oh, let's see. Who asked that? That was Eli. So I've got 2 that I'm going to have to decline here. Let's see, I got to do that one. Sorry, too much text. I let people get away with a little bit. Actually, I'm going to let... I know who this one is. I'm going to let this one... I think I'm going to let the rest of these guys go. Playing the game. Oh, I almost won. Alright, they should all be approved now. I only refused one. That's just because I had like some too much text on the thing. I'll usually let people get away like if you put like a letter or, 2 letters or something like that if it's somewhat stylized. But when you have like the whole 20 letter words on there, I usually poo-poo on those. I'm so mean. Let's see. Oh, and hey, Eli Bone, thank you for the sub. You are most welcome. Oh wait, no, thank you. Let's see. Trevor M. In tier 10 zones, I seem to get beat to snot. Does not matter if I wear a full plate chain chest, with the rest cloth. Armor stats don't seem to matter. So in tier 10, it's tough. There's some aspects of armor that do scale. The bigger problem is the damage resistance doesn't scale. Now, all armor is supposed to. It's not supposed to stop the armor. It's supposed to reduce the amount of damage done, but the problem is their damage scales up pretty quick, and the armor does not scale up in a good way. That's one we've actually talked about. If you look at the armor, heavy armor tree, that's the... Right now there's the deflection, but look at how much extra damage resist that gives. Woohoo! Not very much is kind of the short version there. That's at 100 skill. Then hard-headed, that one's actually useful. Yeah, so this is one I've been working on or thinking about for a while, trying to figure out how to best fix that. And again, this is kind of one of the problems. Usually when there's balance issues, it's usually an issue where most things scale one way and this one thing does not scale, and so that's kind of, this doesn't really scale the way that all the other things that it's supposed to be stopping scale. Now I could just increase the deflection amount, but honestly I think that's kind of a half fix. You shouldn't have to be heavy armor specialized just to get armor that doesn't suck. It's tough. Now there's a max, of course, that it can stop. Majori asks, yes. Chris, can you approve Lord Baldrith's Blazon? Yes, I did, Majori. And you need to get a new Twitch account. But yeah, so that's this is one that I continue to puzzle, and I know exactly what you're talking about. It's really tough. It's even more true, really, in like PvP. Like, good luck stopping somebody else's attacks, damage. Now, and of course, really what's supposed to be doing is reducing it so you can survive longer. But it's just not doing that well enough. And, oh no, scaling my window. That doesn't look good. See if I can get back to the right size. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put that on my critical list of things to figure out, because that is one of those... I mean, there's a lot of people... I know some people don't get it, but there's a lot of people who want to roleplay the class they want to roleplay. They want to be a tank, and they want to... they know tank should work a certain way. And I want to make sure that's possible. Damage, resistance, scaling, fix, finally, all caps. I'm not going to do anything for this release because, again, we're trying to make this release sexy and smooth and not have many patches, so we can actually have a 3-week, 4-week release cycle or work cycle for next release. And also so we have a nice, polished, low bug count build. But that is one that is, again, it bothers me as well, and I wish I had a better fix for it. I don't off the top of my head, but I will spend some cycles thinking about it and see if I can come up with anything. Yeah. And that's... Summer Breeze, actually, there's two things, because there is a max percentage that it'll stop as well as the other, but it's capped by the damage resistance. It's lower of the percentage or the damage resistance. So really both of those need to come up, but I need to do it in a way that doesn't break things at low level. The other thing I've considered doing is, having it stop all damage, like up to some percentage of it, reducing damage percentage. I'll work on it. But I'm definitely well aware of the problem and completely agree and get that, yeah, people want to play. I want to play a guy in heavy plate mail, and I can't do that right now because I get my butt kicked by, some dude in cloth using Shield of Air. Again, which is why, like, figuring out some balance problems, we're getting fewer. But again, it's one of those things, you guys, the problems aren't new. Like, the Shield of Air problem isn't a new problem. The plate problem isn't a new problem. It's just they kind of bubble up to the top as now being one of the more critical things. Synicist, is B going to actually craft something on his own without cheating? I don't know. I did not put in any of the changes that I wanted to put in based on my suffering from your challenge for this release, again, because we're trying to make this release nice and clean. Let's see what else we got down here. From today's stand-up, April 18th stand-up notes, when will these be coming to live? Yesterday, Traveler Wagon. Today, Loot Backpack. I don't know if they're going in for this one. Again, today is the lockdown, and we're kind of trying to be jerks about lockdown for a change, because last release was so painful. Last release was so painful primarily for one well-known reason, which we did a major Unity revision upgrade. But guess what? We got another one just on the horizon. As Unity 2019.1 is out now. And we may try to switch to that next release. We'll see. My early testing with it was they broke a lot of stuff. So we will see. Synthetic 9 are replenishing fireworks boxes, no longer giving fireworks. I think they're giving fireworks. I think they just give them, are they like once a year? Are they like 4th of July and New Year's or something like that? I don't know how they work, but I don't think they're broken. The Real Black Axe, Who Let the Dogs Out? I will never sing that if you're requesting a song. And I think in the song, the answer is who? Right? Isn't that what they say? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? So who let the dogs out? Will window mode get back as an option? Yeah, that broke is because of, again, hey, I've mentioned Unity here twice in the last 2 minutes. Unity broke that. That's something that's at an engine level that we don't have access to. That they broke it, and for whatever reason, they haven't got around to fixing it yet. So we need to take a look at it. Would we ever... I'm sure that's supposed to be, would we ever be able to rename weapons like we can bags, or even like a personalization below the actual name? Of course, devs can do that right now. We've got the tech, we just haven't let you guys do it. Our main concern on letting you guys name things is primarily you trying to screw people over. You know, renaming a sword to be a sword that's more valuable than what it is. But it's something that we want to do. It's still on the horizon for the gear remembering what it's done. Yes, and as Rufus says, time to swords named after body parts is going to be pretty short. But we do have on the horizon the you kill 1,000 X with your sword and it gets a title to it. So we are going to be doing some of that. I think the bigger challenge, we got to figure out how to handle the visual... That's not my weapon. You know, properly showing it. Like maybe if we make it clear enough. It won't be a problem, but yeah, because of course, like right now I can... penis bow. Wait, why didn't my longbow stay a penis bow? I don't understand. It's very disappointing that I can't even... envy bow. Why is that an invalid name? I'm not allowed to say penis? Really? Penile bow. Come on. So anyways, yes, right there is what you'd get immediately if we let you rename things. But again, as long as we have it clear in the text, yeah, you can see this has, it puts the actual name of the thing by it. Boner bow, yeah, that would have been better. Pretty clear in there. Yeah, maybe we can make do something. Again, I know the fear has been that players will abuse it and do bad things because that's what players do. But we let you name other stuff, and we trust you with naming, you know, your vendor and stuff like that. Let's see. All right, let me answer a few more questions here. And then I am going to do a draft or pull a name, and we will call it a day until I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a live stream with lots of people on it. Not just boring old me. I'm not sure who will be on there. Probably List, Travis. I think Star. I'll have to ask him on chat here in a few minutes, but I think Star will be there. Again, as you guys know, Richard had a family tragedy and is going to be out for a little while, so he will definitely not be on. But Sanyo will probably be on. Not sure who else. But we were just discussing, I don't think Star had put up pick the final thing. I think the final thing is going to be, I think it may be Deco Town stuff. They want to show off Deco Town. Travis went through and looked and found some nicely decoed things to start off with, so I think he's going to show off some of that. Here we go. Extra points for the llama. Let's see what else we got around here. Good. More people should use the Adobe house. I think it's nice. Oh, and that's nice. Got the name above the door there. Fence, bush fence. Oh yeah, nice. I'd live there. I'd come drink at your house. Who is this one? Mandalar, you're off to a good start here, buddy. Need to get some plants in those pots. Grow faster, plants. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. As I'm walking around now, that's another thing that's in this build, but we haven't actually turned it on. I haven't turned it on for anything yet. But you can flip items, but looking and trying to figure out what items you should be able to flip. Like, obviously, no, you're not going to be able to flip. Oh, that's nice. You're not going to be able to flip, like, these screens, but or that, or the chest. That would just look silly. But maybe flip an ancient vase? Because then you can use it kind of like as a power or a flower stand or something like that. So again, it's that type of stuff where we're going to go through. We'll probably need help from you guys telling us things, because you guys know the decos way better than we do. Like, another one is, do we let you flip a table? I'm not sure. Oh, that's cool. I want one of these for my kitchen. Little mat you stand on while you're in front of the oven. Well, we're already doing pretty good here. I'm ruining tomorrow's stream, though, by revealing some of these good ones up here. But anyways, yeah, if you guys have any decos that you know you specifically think should be flipped, just message me and let me know, and I will try to get them set. That's something that's safe enough that we can do it, you know, during the release. Doesn't have to be in the very first one, but it can go past lockdown. I'm not going to ruin any of this stuff. I'm going to get out of here. So anyways, I should wrap this up. You guys should be getting your stream ready if you want me to come raid you. Looks like we had like 25 to 30 people, or 25 to 30 follows a lot of times when I send people your way if you're doing something they like. So let me see if there's any emergencies over here. Doesn't look like there's any work emergency stuff going on. Oh, and the Wyvern, I just looked at my notes, and one of the top notes in my note list is Wyvern poison damage. Tamed version sucks. Fixed. It's now better and actually has a purpose because it also drains focus and strength, so it also has a use in PvP as well. But anyways, guys, thanks so much. I'm really looking forward to this build. I'm sorry we missed out on a few things that we were hoping to get in there. We just think... Oh, hey, thank you very much. I thanked Eli Bone, but not Synthetic 9. But again, guys, thanks so much for tuning into the stream and asking questions. And glad I got in a few fixes here live on the stream. And tomorrow we will be doing the hour-long stream, but I'll probably not be doing, like I have been doing, like additional streams on Friday. But I'll probably leave that alone, and I'm not sure what my plans are for the weekend, so I may not be doing streams, so you may not see me until Monday. Well, except for tomorrow at 4 to 5 p.m. But anyways, guys, thanks so much. Keep giving me the good feedback. I'm actually going to go through these questions because I've got about 400 questions stacked up now. And I'm going to go through and pull some of the best ones for us to answer tomorrow on the stream. Not that we usually have time to answer questions on a 1 hour stream, but we can dream, right? Let me make that 402. Let me get the lottery thing going here. You guys ready? Oh, and this time around it was Liriana, Searzorin, Hex, ___, A Night Owl, and Scam4. Closing it. And this is for the observatory home because I saw it and thought it was so cool. I hadn't seen it open before like that. I thought it just was always closed. I know it doesn't really make sense for an observatory, but I thought we were just crappy. And I did get a chair for those who watched yesterday for the observatory home. I forget whose feedback, Rufus or somebody, but gave feedback on the observatory home. You can't get out the back of it because it's so tight it barely fits on a village lot. So it basically blocks everything up, and there's no back door, so you can't get into your backyard if you have a fence. And got that fixed up. And thank you, Vipier Mortal. Here we go. You guys ready? I'm going to be closing the raffling. Oh, and thank you, Liriana. You are number 1. Closing the giveaway. And Oni-Chan Gaming. Oni-Chan Gaming. There's not 2 G's in there. Hey, thank you very much, Hex. Thank you very much, Lichmeister. And congratulations to Oni-Chan Gaming. Bam. Oh, now you guys are all piling on here. Let's see. Let me... Hey, and I got a follow from Salty Man. Again, for those who don't know, I do this primarily. I don't just do it for the bits and stuff like that. I'm doing it to raise awareness for the game, get more people seeing the game, and just talking to a dev and hear a dev talk, hopefully, is somewhat positive. But also because you guys give me so much good feedback. Oni-Chan Gaming... Is it, who are you in game? Are you Oni-Chan? 2 eyes? You're gonna have to tell me who you are in game. Oh, Jack Ma, okay. I know that name. I'll send you a bonus here. I'll rename this for you. Boner bow. You know what? I'm going to give you my bow here. Let me cancel that. You can have the... let me rename it to be a boner bow. Oh, what? Boner isn't allowed? How about, this is tough. Dilbo, there you go. I'm going to send you the Dilbo in addition to the observatory village home. Congratulations, Jack Ma. Yeah, that's from an envy bow. It's not enchanted in any way or anything, but all right. Let's see. Yeah, make sure and keep the dilbos in a bag. Oh, check the log house in front of you. Somebody says. Let me check the log house in front of you. I do not have a log house in front of me. Oh, the log house in front of me. This one, yes. Cockmeister 5,000. That'd be good. Yeah, see, I hadn't seen this house before. I think it's actually a pretty cool house. I probably should give one of these away on my next stream. Oh, and this is the time where you guys should be getting your streams up and going. Man, it's kind of a weird little back entrance thing there. That's actually a nice little space up here. Oh, and Mandalar. Your house looked good, Mandalar. I just showed it off a minute ago. I didn't know whose house it was. Let's see. It's a little too juvenile for you. I'd try to keep it pretty clean. I was trying to keep it penile. My 5-year-old's not home yet. And compared to the other streams I've seen, I think we're pretty tame these days. Very rarely drop the F-bomb. And again, I'm only naming those things because that's what players would do, as the example of what players would do if they had the ability to rename their gear. But anyways, somebody did a thing. Lichmeister again, another 100 bits. Let me add the Sylvia. Here we go. But guys, again, thanks so much. Thanks for all the support in so many different ways, and thanks for helping us make the game, literally. Glad I can get a lot of your feedback in live on air, and when not live on air, after the fact. Hopefully we're moving in the direction you guys want to, and if not, I blame you. We are trying to do a bunch of other bigger stuff as well, obviously, but let me get out there and find who might be streaming so I can go crash their party and give them 30 follows.
First of all...
Whoops. Let's see, we did Alpha yesterday. We're going to be Mobile Nerd Games. Oh, I got a commercial. I can't even see for sure if he's playing. I think it's going to be Mobile Nerd Games because I did Alpha yesterday, Alpha Fish Stick. Yeah, Zone to Carry Death. She has a tree problem. Let's see. Oh, what is Lichmeister's question? Oh, Undead Mastery. So I've looked at it. So let me get over here and I'll actually show you. I mean, it... Now, the number is changing. I think there's a bug report on it that I've looked at before for the Undead Mastery. That came my way. So here's Undead Mastery. So I think the bug said it wasn't changing anything. So I think the actual problem is it's not changing things as much as you'd like to see it. It does improve things. But again, that's kind of the challenge with all the summoning stuff, is trying to come up with a good balance for it. This is making sure your skills over here, your passive skills. Sorry, I was missing a word. Making sure these actually are worth something because they're pretty expensive to level up, as you well know. is really important. But I looked at that one, and again, it's supposed to nudge it in the right direction. It could probably use some more. If you're only hitting for 40 points, my target is more like hitting for the 50 to 80 if you're at level 100 and stuff. So I will try and get that up there. Uh-oh. Turned down my ranged. But I'll take a look at that and see why you're not hitting for more. You should be hitting for more than that. If you look at the new tamed pets with skills at 100 on them, they should be hitting in the like 50 to 80 range. So I'll take a look at it. And again, I did look at it. That'd been a bug that had been reported before. I did look at it, but it was working. I think it just doesn't work as well as people want it to work. So I can take another pass at it. Mobile Nerd Games. Got it. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. I will look into the at least just changing the numbers on Undead Mastery. Yeah, that percentage thing is ridiculous, useless. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for all the feedback, for all the bug help. I think this release is going to be the best release ever. I know we say that every time, but I really mean it this time. I think we'll get some good performance benefits too. And guys, thank you so much. Let's go raid. Raid. Make sure and follow them. And in.